I hope you are doing well today, and welcome to my video for today. Today, I wanted to come on here and share with you guys a little bit of some fun ideas on how you can celebrate International Women's Day today. So I felt compelled to do a little bit of reading this morning on some history around International Women's Day, and I just had to share something about it. I felt like it's almost our duty to do that, right? So I hope you are doing well on this day of March 8th in 2022. And a couple of things before we get into some tips today on how to celebrate this International Women's Day. So before we get started, you guys, if you are watching this or if you're watching this on Facebook this morning, I would encourage you to head on over to YouTube when this video is done and then hit the subscribe button and the bell to receive notifications for each time that I come live so you don't miss a thing. On my video or on my channel, you will find lots of videos on self-love topics. That is my passion and my heart for helping others with that. And we do that through my self-love at any size method, which is kind of a method that I've come up with, which is like 6 key areas that really help us to dive in to really finding that self-love and loving ourselves and finding that confidence to show up for life in a way that we have always dreamed of. So on my YouTube channel, you'll find lots of stuff to do with that if that is something that interests you. And then also, if you are not watching this from my community, I have a community on Facebook here called Imperfectly Perfect You. It is in a community of women who are just doing that same kind of thing. We are just empowering each other to find self-love at any size, and there's lots of challenges in there and journal prompts and meditations, yoga stuff. Like there's just all the kind of things that really help us to work on ourselves, do that inner healing, find that body acceptance, all these different things that really create this core of self-love. So anyway, that is what is in that community. We would love to welcome you into that space. So let's get into it, you guys. So today is International Women's Day. It is a global day that celebrates like the culture, the social, the economic, the cultural and political achievements of women. So this day also marks kind of a call to action for accelerating kind of gender parity or gender equality, however you want to say it. So what I wanted to share with you guys is 3 fun ways or fun things you can do to celebrate International Women's Day today. So the first thing that I would encourage you to do is really take some time to educate yourself. If you don't really know what the day represents or why it has been marked as an international day, a day of celebrating women and their achievements in life, then I would encourage you to go look up those things. There's lots of good resources that you can find that give you some history. Like this year they have a theme of break the bias. And so it, explains to you what that is all about, but really just encouraging you to educate yourself. So look up the history of this day. So one kind of piece of history that I wanted to share with you guys that I found interesting was, the history of activism through women. So in the late 1800s and the early 1900s, women activists fought really hard for equality, right? The focus was largely on kind of securing the right to vote and the equal pay and for equal work, right? So these 2 issues, women's voices and participation in government and the gender pay gap, largely remained key priorities well over a century later. So it has been a long, hard fight to get things to where they are today, right? So it is really interesting to educate yourself on how far, our world has come in regards to women's rights and equality and parity and all that stuff. So that, I think, is a cool thing for you to do today if you are looking for ways to, get involved in this day. Just really educating yourself is a great way to do that, right? And then another fun way that I plan to do this today is to acknowledge the awesome women in your life. So we all are surrounded by amazing women or women who we think are amazing. And I think today is the day to do that. So acknowledge those people or, if you are able to, do something nice for those women, either, buy them coffee or show up with a flower, or, just send them a message on how much you appreciate what they do. I think that's a really amazing step into building that empowered community of women celebrating other women, right? So I think that is a really awesome thing to do today. And if you are on Instagram, my handle is at Martina Health and Wellness, and I'm going to be posting some of my most favorite women over there today in my stories. So be sure to head on over there and send some love to all the ladies that I'm sending love to. And finally, I think a really big thing that we can do today in celebration of International Women's Day is to support women-owned business. So knowing the businesses within your community or online, your favorite ones online, and making sure that you actively make, if you enjoy products that these businesses sell, then making sure that you're supporting them. I plan to support some of my local businesses today that are women-owned business. And I really think it's important into creating that collective environment of women empowering women and continue our journeys of, the gender parity and equality and all those things, right? So those are just my 3 fun ways is all I really wanted to share with you guys today on how we can celebrate this day. And so, take that time to support that local business that is women owned, acknowledge the awesome women in your life, and really take that time to educate yourself. I think education is important in any of these kind of holidays or days that come up, to know what they stand for, and not just, posting those fun things based upon, the collective, what's popular to post today, really taking that time to educate so you know what you're posting and why you're posting it and the history behind that. I think is super important. So those are my little encouraging tips for you today in order for you to be able to celebrate this day. And the thing that is really cool is that we are moving in a very exciting time in history where the world now kind of expects the diversity, the equity, and the inclusion. The world really notices its absence and celebrates the presence of this, diversity and equity and inclusion. So these are all really cool steps that are happening in our life in our world right now, right? So it's kind of fun to focus on those things that have come so far and notice, how we can celebrate the presence of International Women's Day and the history that has come to be what women are today. So I think it's a super fun day to celebrate and just make those women in your life feel appreciated and loved and supported and empowered and all those awesome things. So anyway, that is all I had for you guys today. One thing I don't have a graphic for it, but in the description of this video, I have a free guide that takes you through some inner child work. So if that is something that interests you, that's a little freebie in the comment or in the description of this video. So be sure to grab that if you want to do some inner child work over the next little while, if that's something that is important to you. I really believe in the power of inner child work, so it is something that I was happy to share with you guys. So and quickly before I pop out of here, if you guys aren't aware, where is it here? If you guys are not aware, I have a program called the Self-Love Revolution. It is a membership program that really takes women on a self-love, has a community of women that are kind of there with you, holding your hand through your self-love journey, because our self-love journeys are not just these journeys that we, take this course and we have found self-love and we lived happily ever after. Unfortunately, that is not how it works. And it is a continuing journey of growing, evolving, changing, healing, all these different things. And so this program is created for that woman who maybe has lost her way, maybe needs some confidence, maybe needs to find her purpose or have the confidence to show up for life following her purpose, who really struggles with accepting her body, if you have experienced any of those things, which most women have experienced one of those things, then this program is for you. It's going to just take you by the hand, guide you through so many different healing experiences to really deepen your level of self-love, body acceptance, all these different things, right? So this program, it is what it is now, but it is going to be growing and expanding as we all grow and expand. So this is a lifetime access that you get to this program, and me as your coach, and a whole community of women who are there to support you with anything you need support with. It is a lovely space, and I just can't wait to help more women as they step into this transformation. The thing that I always like to end with this program is that, yes, we are doing this for ourselves. The self-love revolution is for women, but I think you don't realize the changes that you start to see within your relationship with your spouse, your kids, how they are showing up for life. As women, we are very powerful beings in creating change. How we run our house, how we show up for life. Everyone in our house is watching us and kind of taking our lead. And so by doing this work and investing in yourself and your own personal growth, you're not only investing in yourself, you're investing in your family. Because I truly believe that a confident woman equals a confident family. So this is exactly why I've created this, and I am on this journey with you too. And we are all here to support each other and grow as we go through this. So if this sounds interesting to you, it is 40% off right now, which is a huge discount that's not going to be around for very long. You get amazing value. Like, I am not trying to take advantage of your finances or anything like that. I'm pretty much giving it away, you guys. Like, I just want you to experience that self-love and have that community to stand beside you and watch you to become that confident woman that we all have inside of us. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, anyone who popped in. If you're watching on the replay, #replay, I'd love to say hi back to you. And that's all I had for you guys today. So I hope you have the best day. Make sure to grab the Inner Child Guide because it is an amazing guide. I really loved putting that together. And we will see you guys next time.